there, beautiful beings, and welcome to my sacred space. My name is Raven, and thank you so much for being here with me tonight to go through Grimalkin's Curious Cats Tarot by MJ Cullinane. This is a deck I purchased off of Hay House during their sale. Oh, and by the way, if you were just here to have a look at the images, appreciate the art of this deck, check out my timestamp in the description box below so you can just jump to that part, because in this channel I do talk about the packaging, my thoughts, and cardstock and everything. So, very cute cat right there. Looks like Magnus. Wow, okay. This is a heavy box. In the back it says, with one paw in the world of catnip toys and belly rubs, and another in the world of stalking prey and disappearing into the landscape, cats exist in a liminal space between domestic and wild, captive and free. They are mysterious shapeshifters, loyal familiars, and self-appointed rulers over the humans they deign to grace with their company, and many of us will happily submit to the rule for a few cuddles. And that is so true. I tell you, I'm willing to be a slave for my cats if that means they will cuddle with me even just for a minute. I don't know, there's something about it. The feeling of it's rewarding. That's what it is. You know what? I growing up I've always had dogs, and I came across my cat Rocco because my brother just messaged me one day and said, "Come home, doggy is here." So I rushed home because I was so excited. We have a dog after a long time of not having one. And then when I got home, oh my gosh, it's a cat. And I was like, damn, that's a cat. That's not a dog. And I wasn't afraid of cats, or I never hated them or anything. It's just, I don't know, I wasn't so keen. I feel like cats are too independent. Like, you don't know what they're thinking. They're not as cuddly, and, well, they are actually, but, like, for me before, I was thinking, oh my gosh, this cat probably hates me, and it just met me. So, I really wasn't keen on having cats. But when I met Rocco, I fell in love, and he adopted me. It was the other way around. And so when we started building this relationship, it's really one of the most fulfilling things in the world to have a cat love you. And it is his death anniversary tomorrow, September the 30th. You will see this video probably a little later than that because I'm filming this now. So yeah, I think this is really appropriate that I chose this deck to review tonight. I actually wanted to do another deck, but for some reason this called out to me. So, yeah, I'm sorry if my voice is cracking. I'm not crying or anything. I'm just really exhausted. But anyway, let's just go through the review. Okay. So, of course, the box is very, very... Ooh, okay, cute. Slip beyond the veil on silent cat paws. That's so cute. Okay. This packaging is, of course, sturdy. It is a Hay House deck, so that's pretty cool. Before even looking at the images, I just really want to say I do have some reservations about this deck, not for anything else except that I have purchased MJ Cullinane's The Crow Tarot before, thinking that I would love it because I saw videos of the unboxing. I had a look at the cards like in other flip throughs, but when I received the deck, I was really disappointed in the sense that not okay, this is just my personal preference, okay, my opinion, but I felt like it was not sharp enough for me. You know what I mean? Oh my gosh, like, hello there, buddy. Sorry, my cat just ran up my chest, my new boy. But anyway, so yeah, it really wasn't that sharp. The artwork, they're beautiful, they're gorgeous, but it I don't know, it looks just really pixelated. And I do understand that might be her style or whatnot. It's not even a printing issue. I think that's just how she paints, and there's nothing wrong with that. There's nothing wrong with her style. It's just that it's not for me. But since this is a cat deck and I only have one cat deck in my possession, the one from Los Carabeo, I decided to grab another one because I do have a lot of cats and I do love cats. So not having cat decks is kind of weird for me. Anyway, I am rambling again, so I'm just gonna put this aside here while we go through the guidebook. Let's just go back to the review. I'm gonna stop chit-chatting. Okay, so this is MJ Cullinane. She's an award-winning Seattle-based artist, writer, mother, and lover of all things magical, especially crows. Okay, she attended Parsons School of Design. Oh, cool. Very impressive. Yet her unique technique for telling stories through digital collage is self-taught and has been her passion for over 10 years. The award-winning Crowed Arrow was her first published deck. When she is not making art or writing, MJ is spending time with her child, playing in nature, practicing magic, and finding new sources of inspiration. Okay, cool. So let's have a look. So you have the title page over here. Cute. And we have my orange cat right here. It's okay, buddy. You can say hello to them. You're a shy one, huh? Only in the camera, because in real life he's so naughty. He's an orange cat. Anyway, oh my gosh, I keep on getting sideswept. Okay, never mind. So here you have a table of contents. Your introduction. Cats and crows carry similar energy. They both remember positive and negative human interactions, and as a result, you will either have a friend for life or a mortal enemy. Okay. All right, that's cool. And then you have preparing to use your deck. So this is basically, I think, your rituals, your way of imprinting your energy onto the deck. So how you consecrate your deck. So they gave instructions for that as well. And then you have the card spread. So this is a yes, no, maybe single card pulls. I love this cat. It really looks like Magnus. Okay, so you have, okay, so they kind of like wrote down which cards mean yes, which cards mean no, and maybe. Okay, so single card pull advice. So basically what you want to think or how you want to ask questions. Okay, cool. And then we have the meow spread. Cool, all right. And they provided sample questions as well. No, actually, you know what? These are questions from the major arcana, from the cats of the major arcana. So maybe when you pick a card, let's say the strength card, if you pick it, this is a question that, you might want to ask yourself. So can you face adversity with grace and maybe a bit of humor? So I like that. I like that. It's like a way for us to kind of like have a deeper look at ourselves and connect to our inner thoughts. You know what I mean? Major Arcana. So 2 pages for the Major Arcana card. So you have the Fool, dedicated to trouble. So maybe that's the name of the cat. Let's see. Luna. Okay, that's a cat name for sure. Lincoln. Let's see. Persephone. Oh, that's so cute. They're cat names. Aww. Okay, so you have the title of the card. Trouble is a cat not content with the lazy life. So these are like your meanings. It's kind of like a story. It's written in a story, or it's like a write-up in some way. But over here you have like your instructions, or like your full-on guide, like trust your instincts and have faith that the journey you are on will not be in vain. If the Fool appears in a reading, you may want to ask yourself if you are trying too hard to control this situation. So there you go. You have the answers here below. They don't really have keywords here, I feel like, but that should be okay. So you have energy attributes as well. So energy attributes could mean like how your card comes out in the deck. So if you're reading for yourself, right, and a card is upright, that is a positive. If it's reverse, it's negative. Not really full-on negative, I would like to think that those are just blocked energies, but again, I'm rambling. So that is how the major arcana cards look like. So there are more information for other cards. And then let's see how the minors look like. Okay, so minor arcana. You have here wands, and then the element, qualities, presentation, and then the season. You have the positive attributes and the negative attributes, the symbols, and aligned majors. I think this is really cool that they have that. Especially if you're a beginner, it's always great to find more information in your guidebook. So that's really cool. Okay, so they have the same number of pages, 2 pages per card. Okay, so that's how it looks like all throughout. There are no images on the guidebook, which I really don't mind. Aside from the watermark, it's pretty straightforward, simple. It's just okay, I think. All right, so let's see. Another page about the author. Um, yep, and that is it. That is your guidebook. It is thick. It has this really nice matte feel. It's not the rose petal feel, but if it's the nice matte cardstock, if you know what I mean. Oh, look, beautiful, isn't it? Gosh, oh man, I really want to love. Oh my god, that is so pretty. That is so pretty. Can you see? I am blown away. I was surprised. This is gorgeous. I really want to love this deck, so I do hope that, the images are okay with me, like her art style. I mean, she's great at what she does, I guess. Like, how she expresses herself through her art is phenomenal, of course. It's just that, I can't get over the fact that the images are quite blurry just because, it wasn't fine lines. Let's talk about the cardstock. Oh man, it's the same. Okay, I'm gonna get there, but right now the cardstock is nice. It's a slippery kind of paper. Oh man, um, it's very sturdy. It's very thick. I'm not so sure if it will snap back. I feel like if I put pressure on it a little bit more, it's not gonna snap back. See, it's already bowed. So be careful when handling your deck, especially when you're shuffling it. That might be a concern in the future if you unintentionally fold up your card. Um, it is a nice quality paper, I would have to say. Just not so sure how I will be able to shuffle this, but judging from um, how sturdy it is, it looks like it'll last a long time. I love the artwork on the back. I think it's gorgeous. Um, these are like faces of the moon on all angles or on all sides, and then you have red roses around. It's hypnotic in a way. I think it's really good. I love the design. Now, thickness. Oh, okay. Do you want me to compare it with the regular tarot deck? Okay, sure. I'm gonna pull out the Lightseer's tarot because I just filmed that recently. So let's see. So you have an idea of the size, because this is basically your typical tarot deck size, and this is your Grimalkin'S Curious Cats tarot. Okay. So there's a significant size difference. I feel like this is more the same size as an oracle deck from Hay House. Do you want me to pull one? Okay, great. You know what? This is crazy. I'm like asking myself, and I'm doing I'm doing it. Hang on. Okay. So this is a Hay House oracle deck, and yes, it fits. It's a match. This is the Soul's Journey Oracle by James Van Prague, one of my favorites and my OG oracle decks. Okay, I'm gonna flip it over. What's that in the middle? Huh, that is so strange. There's nothing in the middle. I don't know what's causing it, but that's annoying actually. Can you see? What is that? What's going on? There's nothing. I guess, maybe that's just how the paper settled when they were printing or packaging it. Anyway, the sides are not pristine. As you can see, it's not like the same color. However, it is very, very fine. I love that there are no sharp edges here that can possibly cause some tearing or like paper cuts. So that's really cool. You can see the image clearly. You only have this, like half an inch or maybe an inch of black bar at the bottom, wherein you can find the number and the title of the card. There are no borders, as you can clearly see. The images are okay. You know what? It's cats. I'm gonna love it regardless. I mean, I'm gonna show you what I mean about it not being super sharp. I mean, the cat's face, it looks sharp, but like the others, it looks really good on camera, I swear. But for some reason, like the crow tower really didn't sit well with me, so I ended up rehoming it. But let's just go through the images, and then we can discuss. All right, there you go. That is Grimalkin's Curious Cat Tarot. And before I give my thoughts, I'm not sure if you're gonna see it on the camera, but while I was starting with the flip through, when I was starting with the flip through, yeah, my two cats almost fought. So this is really ironic. But anyway, I have to say, I haven't eaten my words as fast as this time, right? Because I actually love this deck. I think there's something with this deck that makes it a little bit more appealing than the Crow Tarot, and I'm not just saying that because it's cats and I'm a cat lover. I think like the elements that she chose to add on each of the page or on each of the card really fits the scenario. It fits, it works. The colors are beautiful together. Like look at this one, the Empress. It's so stunning. And it's Siamese, like my Rocco. And there's a butterfly there. You know what I read somewhere? That when you see a representation of your pet who already crossed the rainbow bridge somewhere, or like if you continuously see it, then that means they're right beside you, which is, obviously this is a cat deck, so I will see Siamese cats here, but I just would like to think that he is with me. The Emperor is a very apt cat. Look at his face, he's so authoritative. Like, he knows what to do. Like, I'm the man in charge. Like, I like this one. This is also a very cute cat. Look at the face. He looks so docile and learned, like a lot of wisdom. I like this one. This is a beautiful card as well. This is the one that's on the cover, and you have a lion over here. See, the elements that MJ Cullinane added on each of the cards really complement each other. Do you know what I mean? It's not just like just for the sake of adding additional art or additional vectors on the actual cards, like she's gonna throw in stuff, whatever. These work. Like they look like full-on paintings. These are digital paintings or digital collages, but they look like it's so intricate. I like it. This is a cute card. Like you can see the kitten here fighting this big bad wolf. I think it's very apt for strength. A beautiful hermit card, if not the most beautiful I have seen. And yes, I do have biases for cats, but look at that. It's like I see it and I feel like I'm pulled in the actual card. I feel like I can be right there with the cat, like taking the actual photo. I mean, the art style I was telling you about earlier, about how her images are not as clear. You can see that, like this part. Hang on, let me zoom in. Yeah, they're not fine lines, but for some reason they actually work on this deck. Unlike with my other one, the Crow Tarot. I guess part of the reason why this works is maybe how she composed the images in the deck. Look at this one. It's so cool. Can you see? Why is it not focusing? Like just this card, the cat doesn't have eyes. I'm not sure if its eyes are closed or something, or it's really just missing. Quite creepy if it's just really missing, but I love this. Oh my gosh. A cute one. Oh, this is such a sad deck. Why is she smiling though? I didn't notice it the first time when we were doing the flip through. I was just really fixated on the skeleton and the cat that's just, in real life sleeping and not dead. I just want to point that out because I would be very, very sad. But look at it. Oh my god. Okay. That was quite heavy. I'm in a tender spot. Like I said, my baby, his death anniversary is tomorrow. So, moving on. Okay, this is a very cute tower card. Like you can clearly see the chaos. And if you are someone who lives with cats, or you own cats in the past, like you already know what a cat chaos is. Like literally when they're doing zoomies and they're just or chasing each other, everything will completely be in disarray. You can guarantee that. Beautiful star card. I love it. Oh, look, there's a face on the moon, and it's what is it? Is it a cheetah or a leopard? Oh, look at this sun card. It's so beautiful. Like the colors, you just want to jump in the image and hug that kitty, maybe for cuddles, but I'm pretty sure the kitty would run away because it's the sun card and it just want to be happy and it wouldn't want to mess with me or be smothered by me. Anyway, I like this one as well, like in the cemetery setting. See, look at that. Even if it's in a cemetery setting, I feel like the images are a lot more discernible or a lot more intricate with, better lines in this one than the crow tarot. I just feel like the crow tarot is just like a mishmash of colors with some sort of like shapes. Whereas this one, you can clearly see the leaves look like leaves. They don't just look like blobs with, outlines. So her art style has definitely improved. It's very beautiful. It has evolved, rather, not improved. Who knows if she was really doing that on purpose in the past, like this one? It's not really clear. Maybe that's her style. This is gorgeous. So she actually has, I just noticed this. How come? Okay, so she has two additional cards. Grimalkin and Unity. Obviously, Unity means, togetherness, being united. I don't know. I'm really not familiar about this card, but we'll have a look later. I think like all of the cats represented in or oh see, this is what I was telling you. How cats can really just bring chaos, man. What's up? What's up, Magnus? Like seriously. Oh no. Oh no. Okay. So, as I was saying, really think that the cats that I'm so distracted, get down from there. Okay, so the cats here, their faces really do convey emotions. Like we know they're animals, right? But they do have their emotions. And I guess maybe because I am a cat mom, so I know, like, I don't know, like I feel like I have a connection with cats or an affinity with cats. So just by looking at an image, I would already have an idea of how they're feeling, right? Like this one, she's, well, obviously, I'm cheating. I can see the Seven of Wands here, so maybe not that one. Um, okay, sorry. I'm just gonna put this tail away, please. Okay. Oh, God. There's no use. Okay, so like in this card, like the Nine of Wands, right? You can clearly see the cat has been through a lot, and it's like, oh my gosh, do I really need to? I feel like I still have to remain resilient. Like its body is all wet, but its face is still, dry, and I feel like, he is reserving his energy, like to stand his ground, right? You know what I mean? This is a perfect example of what my cat was trying to do earlier, like topple over my tumbler. So yes, I think it's really cool as well. Oh, yeah, going back to the faces, okay, because this one, look at this cat. This cat is so disinterested. Like, look at the face, right? I mean, I think it's really cool. And what's funny is cat really do make that kind of face. They do. The Seven of Cups, the cat is really assessing his choices, his options, trying to identify which one he would like to take. So you can clearly see this cat is contemplating on things. This is a beautiful sphinx, so chunky. So yeah, I feel like I'm just going through the entire deck again, but I really just wanted to point out that images in this deck, they're so phenomenal. I love it. Yeah, okay, call me biased or whatever. I do love cats. So yeah, that's one of the reasons why I find that I prefer this over, you know what? The Crow Tarot is a little dark. It's quite monotonous. Like they don't have like pops of color here and there. If I remember correctly, because it has been over a year. But yeah, it was just like dull. That's a perfect word. It was dull, dark, and yeah, dark because it's a Crow Tarot. But then again, you can. I just feel like, and this is just my opinion, so don't come at me. But I feel like you can represent crows, like dark birds or whatever, and with a setting like this. I feel like that deck also has some sort of like, some colors in the background. But see, it's so forgettable that I really have no recollection of how it looks like. Maybe just a little bit of orange, here and there. I know one of my YouTube friends here, JP from Portugal. he loves his Crow Tarot. I think he also has the Crow Oracle. Um, but I never really got to purchasing the Crow Oracle deck just because I feel like I wasn't so keen on her style. But it's a good thing, you know. It's a good thing that I went on a limb and decided to purchase this deck, regardless of her art style and how I feel about her style. Because see, I have a gorgeous new deck that is, of course, cute. Of course, about cats. And there you go. Let's try to shuffle this one. Oh my gosh, I'm so sorry. I feel like this review is a lot longer than my usual because cats, right? So I cut it like 3/4 so that see it's still. I have very thin hand. No, not thin hands, but I can't. Oh my gosh, I have very small hands, and as you saw, like I couldn't even shuffle this one because the cardstock is quite thick. You know, it is like a board, and so I can't really. Oh my gosh, I don't want to ruin the cards. But see, and one thing about it is it's so slippery. So even if I don't try to push it, it's going in by itself. So do what you will with that information. But yeah, you can shuffle it, I guess, if you have like bigger hands. Yeah, totally. But for me, you know, I would prefer to shuffle it this way because it's gonna be impossible for me to shuffle it like with my full tiny set of hands. Like no, it's not gonna happen. So this way is okay. I just hate that cut. What is that? What is causing that? It's really annoying. Which card? There's nothing. I don't even think these are the same cards. But anyway, okay. So beautiful deck. Nice to shuffle. Perhaps in time it'll be a little bit more flexible because you know this is a new deck. But yes, it doesn't stick to your hands. No sharp edges. So it is very beautiful. Perfect card. Let's have a look at the Grimalkin. Because these are added major arcana cards. So let's see. Okay, well, let's go through Unity first. I'll just read the energy attributes. So allowing vulnerability within a group, joining forces with others, finding your community or support network, feeling free to express yourself without fear. If it comes in reverse, it is taking a group of friends for granted, relying on others to make you feel complete, codependency, using the support of others to maintain bad habits. Okay, understood. Now this one I'm very interested to know more about. So Grimalkin. This deck is dedicated to the Grey Cat, the wise elder who bravely carved the path before us, a path that is easier for us today because of her contributions. If the Grimalkin should appear to you, it is because you could use healing, and that will start with a dose of reality. The Grimalkin leaves the playing up to the kittens as she prefers to watch over them. Maybe offer a correction if a young cat oversteps their boundaries. Oh my gosh, this happens to me daily with my new kitten and mama cat over there. Where am I? It is time to resist impulses that come from immaturity and go inward. Are events happening to you, or are you the one in control? The wisdom of the matriarch lives within us. Where the Unity card brings trust with us, the Grimalkin card asks you to cultivate trust with yourself, with your intuition, and your spirit. Have patience with the world around you. Listen for the whispers of your crone, as she will help you find your peace, your power, your unique magic. I love that. That is such a beautiful meaning. Okay, so let's read the energy attributes. So positive allows events to take place with patience and grace, feeling drawn into nature, content with life, highly intuitive, steps back to, and allows other to make mistakes so as to learn, offers healing and wisdom with a soft touch. Negative prefers to be isolated, retreats from society, clings to old ways of doing things, causes negative feelings or emotions as a result of being impatient or critical. So I think, overall this deck is beautiful. I love the guidebook as well, and I love this additional card. Look at it. It's so gorgeous, so majestic. Maybe it's a Maine Coon. I don't know. But yeah, I'm going to try to fan it. So let's see. I feel like it will fan well just because of the quality of the card. Yeah, it does. But yeah, there you go, my dear friends. That is MJ Cullinane's new deck, the Grimalkin'S Curious Cats Tarot, published by Hay House. It is an 80 card deck because you have 2 additional cards. I think it's gorgeous. Okay, never mind what I said before about MJ Cullinane. I think this deck came out wonderfully. The background, they're stunning, and they work well with the subject of the cards or the actual meanings of the cards. So I think it's a really wonderfully done deck. So if you have any questions at all, please feel free to leave them in the comments section. I do respond to messages as soon as I can, and I try to be as responsive as much as I can. But yes, feel free to leave me any questions about this deck or anything at all. If I can answer, I will answer. It does help out in my algorithm if people really comment or like the video. So if you find this helpful in any way, or you find, this deck interesting or whatever, if it just help you, kindly give it a like. I would really, really appreciate that. Just to help my video reach other people as well. If you feel like it, you may also subscribe. It's free, whatever. But yes, thank you so much for being here. I really do appreciate you watching this video, and I hope you have a beautiful, beautiful day. Bye.